So we're picking up with personal qualities. A personal quality is a value that you hold dearly, and it is really, really who you want to be and become. And it's also what you want to attract in your life. We dig into these because our job is really to make them a part of our own operating system, such that it's just who we are. And to make them part of our operating system, we have to go through the exercise of operationalizing the value that we want to become. When we do, it becomes a part of our natural qualities. Make sense? So, your work in this next week, and we'll do more of this when we're together, is to choose 3 values that are aspirational for you, and they feel really aligned with this sense of what's emerging. It's who you want to become. For me, I've been working with the same 3 qualities for some years now because they really go that deep, and they don't stop being true for what's right for me. And those 3 are: number 1, self-honesty. I just feel like everything about who I am in finding alignment within myself and in everything that I do has to begin first with me being honest about what is resonant and aligned, and that I can show up better for others when I'm clean. So self-honesty is really important to me. My second quality is zestiness, that I love spontaneity, that I want to live and attract opportunities and experiences that are just about yes and let's, that there's this openness and joy about all of the life that is available to me and in me and for others. So zestiness is a quality that I choose to embody and attract. For me, the third quality that I choose to embody and attract is depth. Now, depth, of course, is very deep. And I will probably spend more time unpacking that one with you when we're together. But it has everything to do with effectively living in the vertical, with greater consciousness and a sense of how life is designed so that I can really align myself to its flow. And there's more, again, that I'll share with you about that one. In each of these qualities that I want to operationalize, I have, and I will be asking you to go through 4 steps of operationalizing the quality. And so the very first thing that you do is you define it. For me, I went through a whole lot of how I define self-honesty. It's specific to you and your definition. By the way, I do definition all over my work in strategy and innovation and all of my coaching. It's very useful to start with, what do we mean by this? Let's be very, very clear about what it means to us so that we are using the language that clearly represents what we mean by it. That's the whole point. So you begin with definition. And then you move to the next step, which is to describe what it looks like when it's present. What does self-honesty look like when I am practicing it? And I'm also kind of digging into, what does self-honesty require of me when I'm practicing it? The third step that I have done, and you will do, but in this example with self-honesty, is I began to take an inventory of, where is more self-honesty needed from me in my life right now? What are the ones that I find most challenging to step on and like tell the truth? And in my world, self-honesty is, I need to tell the truth to myself first, and then I can make some decisions about how I communicate it or whether to communicate it to others. But I have to be absolutely truthful with myself first. So we ask, where is that needed most in your life? And then finally, the fourth question is, And what are you going to do to cultivate it? What are the practices and perhaps even opportunities that you'll embrace to say, this is how I cultivate self-honesty in me? My definitions of self-honesty, I will put in the description below so that you can use that as an inspiration. You'll do something very, very different for yourself and should. What I want to share with you, though, is that as I did this work, I really tapped into a kind of inner wisdom in which I was teaching myself. Like there was a wisdom there about what self-honesty is, and it began to flow. I know what this is within me, which is why I'm attracted to it. And you'll find the same for all of the qualities that you want to. You already know that's in you. And all we're wanting to do is to consciously and intentionally surface it so that you're working it. You're just working it in your life. So give yourself the space and the time to go through these steps of defining, describing, naming where more of it is needed from you currently, and then what you're going to do to practice it. And give yourself the time to listen in, and you'll find that you're teaching yourself exactly what's needed. It's so beautiful. You only need to do this or make your best attempt anyway with the first quality. Come to class with 3 named ones and having done and practiced these 4 steps with at least one of them. And then we'll spend a lot more time going more deeply into it when we're together. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. This is a beautiful bit of work, and we'll work on it not only this week, but into the 5th week as well. All right. See you soon. Bye.